Good morning and let's grind with your guy Derek Dimes, Ghost Picks ATS, your nation's #1 trending sports handicappers. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I truly do appreciate it. Hover around the logo, click that, go up top, turn notifications on so you'll be notified every single time I go live. Get links to get any type of free content, guys. Up nice and early. I want to try to get these free plays out to you at a better time, early in the morning. Get back into some routines here, back into some better ways that we were doing earlier on in the year, and continue to grind for you guys. But yesterday's free play was a win for you guys. We had Seton Hall plus the 3.5. Nice, easy win there. They win the game outright. In a game where we thought that offensively they were just outmatching Xavier, and that was the case there. So that was a nice win there. We ended up 2-1-1 on the day with the free play. Top tier losers, we had St. John plus the 4 versus Georgetown. Really thought the defense would travel. They were all over the place that first half, and it's hard to set up your defense when you have self-inflicted wounds with turnovers. Turn the ball over way too many times. A lot of those starters actually ended up being benched, and they played better without them. As this is a defensive-minded team, and they just did not play defense. Gave up almost 50 points by halftime. It's a terrible outing by them in a situation where they're coming off back-to-back losses here. So that was a tough one there. We got come back with the Spurs plus the 7 versus Celtics. They win that game outright. We had the Milwaukee Bucks first half minus the 8 versus the Warriors. That ends up being a push. So 2-1-1 overall, 1-1-1 on the premium side. Got to have a better day. Let's get into it. Let's grind. Let's hammer down and get the job done. Make sure you check out Jimmy. He had a nice bounce back day yesterday. I believe Benny had a nice day as well, as Benny's been dialed in here lately. I believe it's Thursday, today until Sunday. Everything we have 125, handicapper of your choice for the extended weekend. Let's get into a free play here. We're going to jump into the NBA, a game that I'm sure some folks will be asking about. A lot of people are going to be watching. I know that I'll be tuned in and ready to go. Russell Westbrook makes his way back home against the Oklahoma City Thunder here in this game. The line right now is sitting at 2.5. Obviously favoring the Houston Rockets. Total is set at 222, I believe. Let's make sure. Yes, 222.5 right now is the team total. So let's jump into this one. I want to side with the Houston Rockets here. On the money line is my official free play of the day. I'm going to let you know why. These two teams have faced already way earlier in the year, and Houston came out with the victory. It was a 10-point favorites in that one, which that number was way too healthy for my liking. But 2.5, I like this just to be a money line play. I'm sure this line is going to get significant movement here on either side. Oklahoma City has been playing phenomenal basketball right now. If you take a look at their opponents, though, I am not overly convinced. I believe this is a flash-in-the-pan type deal. Since Christmas, they beat the Hornets. They beat Toronto, who is extremely beat up. They beat Dallas, which was a nice win. San Antonio is 50-50. Cleveland's not good. They lost to Philly, and they beat Brooklyn, who's really been teetering here lately. So I like what I've seen from Oklahoma City. They're playing a ton of games here in a row. As this will be their third game in 4 nights, as they have played the Sixers on the road. They played Brooklyn. They're now coming home to OKC, where they play very well at home. They are 12-6 at home, but Houston's 12-7 on the road. Oklahoma City is 7-0 ATS their last 7. Houston's 6-3 their last 9 ATS. All right. Houston's coming off a back-to-back. I know a lot of people worry about that back-to-backs. They're coming off a game where they shot the ball horribly. 42% for the game, but it was they shot terribly from 3. They made 13 threes. It took a 40-point effort from James Harden, and he did not shoot the ball whatsoever. Not very well at all whatsoever. But they did dominate the glass. The key here, I think, is Oklahoma City being down Gallinari and being down Nerlens Noel. Now, Shai Alexander is playing some of the basketball of his entire career. He's playing great. Chris Paul is playing inspired as well. With Russell Westbrook sitting out the game last night, I think that's the X factor. He really wants to win this game. First game back in Oklahoma City. We know that he could care less about this. I mean about the relationships that he has when he's on the court. This guy is an absolute dog. And I expect them to come out here and get the win outright against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm expecting a tight battle in this one just from the back-to-back and the crowd really being into it. Oklahoma City has a huge home court advantage in this one. But I'm not sure that number is still not too many points there for Oklahoma City to be getting. So, but we're going to play on the safe side, take the Houston Rockets on the money line is the official free play of the day, going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder here. I expect this to be an electric matchup. I expect them to come out swinging. As always, emotions are going to be running high. Chris Paul wants to make his point, and we know Russell Westbrook wants to make his. So I just think that the missing of Gallinari and Nerlens Noel will be a lot bigger than people expect. Those two combined for over 30 points the last two times that these two teams have played. And Houston Rockets are finally getting healthy and seem like they're playing championship basketball here lately, winning 3 in a row, one against Philly, one against Denver, and the last night against the Atlanta Hawks. I expect them to continue this winning trend, go into Oklahoma City, and come out with a win. Houston, money line is the official free play of the day. Right now it's sitting at minus $1.28. Make sure you take advantage of it, right? You guys have a wonderful Thursday. It's Daddy-Daughter Day. I'll be with my little one most of the day, so please, if I'm a little late with the text messages, just understand that I try to give her most of my attention here when we spend our time together. But you guys have a wonderful day. It's Derek. Dimes. Ghost Picks ATS. 3 G's of Ghosts is how we roll, guys. God bless. Good luck. And grind on.